We have some sunshine out there, but temperatures are below normal for this time of year. We're in the upper teens to the low 20s. So it should remain quiet during the evening hours. Overnight will bring some clouds in. Our overnight low 7 in Sioux Falls with a partly cloudy sky, 6 in Aberdeen. There could be a few flurries in Pierre, a low of 11 in Rapid City, 13. During the day tomorrow, we're going to warm things up with a westerly breeze. Now, we will have clouds. It'll be partly to mostly cloudy. 35 the high in Sioux Falls. Aberdeen, the northern part of South Dakota, could get some light snow showers, 35. Pierre, windy 36. Rapid City, windy 34 degrees. Temps should remain mild this weekend, especially on Sunday. We'll talk about that in just a bit. KELOLAND News starts now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, first at 4.
Coming up, the charges the Sioux Falls man is facing after a crash just east of downtown.
Plus, how you can help Sioux City officials find the people who abandoned 2 dogs.
And the challenges crews in central Iowa face while fighting a houseboat fire. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. A Sioux Falls man is behind bars this afternoon following a crash just east of downtown.
Sioux Falls police say that a Hyundai and Toyota were heading east off the viaduct near East 10th Street and Franklin Avenue just before 9 o'clock last night. Police say the Hyundai was speeding when it hit the Toyota. The Toyota overturned and ended up on its side.
The driver of the Hyundai, once it stopped, got out and took off walking/running away. We had an officer that was in the area and found him nearby. Once they kind of pieced everything together, he was arrested for DWI, reckless driving, and quite a few other charges as well. There were no injuries.
26-year-old Eric Iracunda appeared in court for the first time this afternoon. A state's attorney says that his blood alcohol level came in at 0.25, which is more than 3 times the legal limit. A judge set his bond at $5,000 cash only.
Well, it's been nearly a month since a fire burned down a business in Brookings. Now, not only did the flames destroy Brost's Fashions, but they also damaged 17 other businesses and displaced 15 people who lived above the stores.
I woke up to text and phone calls from different people in the community, friends. So it wasn't the best way to wake up.
Coming up in our next half hour, we'll tell you more about how the businesses have been doing since the fire and how another local business is trying to help the victims.
All right, let's turn our attention to our weather today. I don't know what to say about it because not too bad out.
Well, it started out cold again, Jay.
Yeah, and it stayed cold all day long. The good part is we've had some sunshine and there's not much in the way of wind, but temperatures well below normal. Right now in Sioux Falls, we're at 18 degrees. Our normal high this time of year is 27, so 9 degrees below normal. Just a west breeze at 13 miles an hour. As you can see, our ground remains bare here in Sioux Falls, and yeah, we don't have any clouds overhead. In Watertown, 14 degrees right now. Still a bit of snow left over from yesterday, just a little skip of snow. In here, 19 degrees right now with a west breeze at 7. And in Rapid City, that's where you have sunshine. That's where it's warmer, 28 degrees, south breeze at 8 with a little bit of snow on the ground. Now, satellite picture. Some of this is snow on the ground, some of this is clouds. I'm showing you we just have kind of a partly cloudy sky, and that trend will continue during the nighttime hours. Our temperatures are below normal. The teens in the east, warmer in western South Dakota. For tonight, we will see some clouds coming through. We'll call it partly cloudy in Sioux Falls, low of 7. In Aberdeen, 6. Pierre, 11. Rapid City, 13. Then tomorrow, we'll have a westerly breeze, and it will be a little brisk in western South Dakota, but it's going to be a warmer day. 35 in Sioux Falls, despite mostly cloudy skies. Aberdeen, some light snow showers, 10th or 2 possible. High of 35. Pierre's high tomorrow, 36 degrees, 34 degrees in Rapid City. We'll keep a lot of clouds and a bit of a breeze on Saturday, but temperatures should remain a little above normal, and then a few degrees warmer still for Sunday. We'll talk about that weekend and look ahead to next week's warmth in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Jay. A Tyndall man has been identified in a deadly crash west of Tabor last weekend. An SUV was heading west when it went into the ditch. It rolled, and the driver, 29-year-old Dustin Kuka, was thrown. Kuka was flown to a Sioux Falls hospital where he later died from his injuries.
Officials in Sioux City, Iowa are asking people to keep an eye out for those responsible for recently abandoning 2 dogs. The January 8th incident was caught on security cameras. The 2 people pulling to the side of the road and letting 2 German Shepherds free before driving away. The dogs were safely rescued and brought to the Animal Adoption Rescue Center 2 days later. Officials at the rescue tell us that acts like this are more common in Sioux City than most people would think.
This can't happen. You will be prosecuted if to the fullest extent of the law if you're found, because that's just not acceptable to abandon your pet. There are other alternatives.
If you know the vehicle or the owners responsible for abandoning the dogs, you are asked to call the Animal Adoption Rescue Center.
Several houseboats are destroyed after a fire restarted near Des Moines this morning. It happened at the Lake Marina in Saylorville. Crews arriving on scene found 3 houseboats on fire, and the flames quickly spread. Officials say no one was in the boats at the time. The Polk City fire chief says there were some issues accessing water to put out the fire with the hydrants in the area.
The water issues made it difficult, and then with how close the boats are stacked to each other, it made it really easy for the fire to spread. And then there's multiple propane tanks that were going off, multiple gas gallons of gas on board, so there were multiple things causing the fire to spread quickly.
Several fire agencies were brought in for a water shuttle to bring in the much-needed water. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
In a 3-0 vote, Iowa senators advanced a hands-free driving bill through a subcommittee. Senate File 22 would make it illegal to touch or hold electronic devices while driving. Amanda Rooker with our CBS affiliate in Des Moines explains.
For years, some state lawmakers have been trying to ban the use of cell phones while driving, except if it's in hands-free mode. But there has never been enough support to get that bill across the finish line. Though some state lawmakers think this is the year they could get this signed into law with new vocal support from the governor and some new voices in both the Iowa House and Senate.
We have to do something. We can't let more kids die just because somebody thought they needed to be on that silly phone.
Grieving parents are pleading with lawmakers. Their kids and grandkids were killed by distracted drivers. Now they want a new state law to create change.
I ask you to pass it and hope that we can save some lives and save families the agony of losing their loved one. My daughter's never going to call me again and say, "Love you, Mom."
Senate File 22 would make it illegal to touch or hold electronic devices while driving. Governor Kim Reynolds called for the proposal in her Condition of the State address this year.
For the sake of all our loved ones on the road, let's finally pass legislation that requires drivers to keep their eyes on the road and away from their phones.
Waukee Police Chief Chad McCluskey says states with similar laws are seeing success.
Within 1 year of passing similar laws, Minnesota saw a 30% reduction in traffic crashes. Illinois saw a 22% reduction.
He came to the State House to support the bill.
People texting, sending messages, playing video games, looking at social media, watching movies, that is stuff that's just simply inappropriate on a highway. There's no room for it. Things happen just in a split second on the highway, and if you're not paying attention and you miss that, that's what causes these accidents.
State senators moved it forward. This bill does still have a long way to go. It would need to still pass through committee, a full Senate floor vote, and then it would need to go through the whole process in the Iowa House as well, and of course, still get a signature from the governor before becoming law. We will continue to track this legislation's progress. From the Iowa State House, Amanda Rooker, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.